Hello everybody, welcome back to today's video. Today we are reviewing Mortal MC. Let's get started. Alright, starting off straight off the bat is I notice you have this placeholder here that is incorrect. It should be actually the server time, month, and year, but it's actually server time _DD /mm year. So I would recommend fixing that. And then your wilderness also doesn't spell out wilderness, it just spells wilder, or not even wildy. And so I would go ahead and fix that at some point. In terms of your name, I don't think you need your name on the scoreboard. I would put maybe your rank here instead of your name. I think that would just look better. Maybe it would be like rank and then your money. Alright, you have a cool little TNT effect here, your Havoc Realm. So I've recognized that name. I think it's from Psycho. It's a free name, you're free to use it. But I think it would be cool to have Havoc Realm, but maybe make it so that you have multiple different realms instead of just one. Maybe it's it's only map 2 and there's only 5 players on, so I would expect why you only have one, but maybe make it a custom name or something a little bit different other than Havoc, because Havoc Realm's a pretty common name. Hover over the word to unscramble. So you have these cool games. I have no... Saint Bernard or something? I don't know. One thing I noticed is you have your welcome message here, but you also have your default join message. So I would get rid of one of your default join messages. You don't need that. You have you have a remember to vote message, you have a welcome back message, you have a welcome message, and you have the normal welcome message. So get rid of one or two of them. You don't need all of those at one time. It's unnecessary, and it's just too much clutter. Same with your leave messages. You have a normal leave message. I would fix that. I would also disable achievements. You don't need achievements in a faction server, especially with plugins and everything else. You don't need that. So you have your typical left click, right click, vote keys and everything. So you have all these keys and everything. Okay, there we go. I could actually view that one. It takes a minute to view this one for some reason. I think there's like an invisible block here or something. Same with, no, you can do it on this one. Can I do it on this one? So for some reason on that chest, what the heck? So on this chest, it seems like I can't hit here. Maybe there's like a weird hologram. Maybe the hologram's off a little. I don't know what's up with that. Let's check out /warp. Another thing I recommend doing is maybe making it so you warp to a warp GUI instead of just typing it in chat. It may come in a little bit more handy. Or you can have both. So that would be cool. So this is your PvP area. PvP event starting soon. So it's actually not happening. You should always... What I recommend doing for factions is always having a PvP location, and I can't do /spawn in this area, which means I am now stuck here. So I'm now stuck here, and I don't... Can I do random TP /hub /random TP? I am now stuck here, so I'm gonna have to warp, not back to PvP. Let's warp to /warp crates. So I'm gonna have to warp to crates to get out of here. So I would fix that. Make /spawn usable here, and just make a PvP timer or something. Factions flight has been disabled, so when I teleported, apparently it was enabled and then disabled immediately. I don't exactly know what that was about. So let's go ahead and create a faction. I'm going to call it BGHD because that's what I always name my factions. You have ender chests around the place, which is pretty cool. In terms of your building here, you have a nice little building. Pretty open spawn, and I like the exploring of it because faction spawns are normally kind of clumped together on other servers, but you do have an open type spawn feeling, which is pretty nice. And I'm guessing you can just jump down here and get into the wilderness. Yes, you can. So after here, you lose all your stuff. And I did lose hunger in spawn. I'm not sure if that was meant to be, but I did lose hunger. So if you weren't supposed to lose hunger, maybe make it so you don't lose hunger when running around the map. So I'm in a war zone. I'm going to run around, see what's up. What I would recommend doing is maybe making a little bit of a custom terrain for your next map, where you use Epic World Generator or something to make a really cool custom terrain map and stuff. Just my suggestion, because it would look better than this openness and the ocean and everything. So you do have like an ocean map here, it seems, and you have a pretty big wheel. I don't know what happened here. It's like a tornado hit or something. I don't know what happened there. But yeah, I would recommend getting some custom chunks in, because that would just make more sense. And I don't have permission to do /about. I don't have permission to do /plugins. I don't have permission to do any of that. So you do block those permissions, which is good. Thank you for not replacing it with a random message that says, like, we're using custom plugins or not, because clearly you run holographic display and you run Featherboard, and I just knew that by being on servers. So obviously you're blocking them, which is fine. I don't have anything wrong with blocking them, but thank you for not actually, like, hiding them and replacing it with custom plugins, because that doesn't look that good on the server if you do that. But overall, it seems you don't really have any lag or anything. I'm out of the war zone now. I didn't remember exiting the war zone, but oh, I'm still in the war zone, apparently, but I can break blocks. I don't think that's how... I don't know if that's supposed to be happening. I don't play factions that often, clearly. But I'm pretty sure the war zone, you're not supposed to be able to break blocks. So maybe look into that as well. You have a few bugs around the place with the scoreboard and everything, so I do recommend checking those out and fixing them in a hot fix, maybe. And that means you fix it before the next map, because you can make those quick changes. Like the Featherboard issue, you could just remove this from the config file, do Featherboard reload in game, and it's already fixed. You don't even have to restart the server. So I do recommend fixing those things pretty fast if possible, because there's no reason to have those bugs like that, because those should have been fixed before the server even released. In my opinion, you should be able to see that. If you see this, you should be able to see and have that fixed before the server even releases, in my opinion. Now, everybody's server, and they run their servers differently, and that's fine, but that's just my opinion in terms of things. Now, I haven't even made it out of the war zone yet, and I don't think there's an RTP plugin. Can I do /wild? I have a feeling, yes, it's /wild. Okay, well, that would have been useful. So maybe I'd like a tutorial on how to play. I haven't done /help, so I can't even do I did /help. So /help is just the default help menu. Make it a GUI help or something. Make it a little easier. But I am now out of the war zone, I believe. I am out of the war zone. We can run over to the... I'm not going to give away these people coordinates or anything, but, you know, so you have a pretty nice server here, except for the few bugs I listed, so I would look into those as soon as possible, and just continue building off your server. You have a few players on, which is good. Keep building up your player base and making it all nice and good. I'm sorry, I hiccuped there. All nice and good, and I think you'll be fine on terms of making your server and all of that stuff. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any suggestions for future videos or servers you want me to review, let me know by leaving the IP down in the description or comments below, or leave it on Spigot, MC Market, Discord, all of those. We have a little bit of a list and a back-end backup of videos we actually have to get done, so I'm going to try to get a bunch of those done today, so I'm able to release them next week, and then we'll be able to catch up and actually do requests pretty soon, because it's about a week and a half delay right now, so we're a little behind. Gonna catch up. I'll see you next time.